die, baby!
Bring it!
So you're probably wondering about Expendables 5, right? Well, it's still a ways off, but that hasn't stopped folks from speculating about what's next for the Expendables crew. With Expendables 4 just around the corner and promising some serious shakeups for the franchise, fans are already looking ahead to what could come next. Sylvester Stallone brought together a bunch of his action movie pals from the 80s for the first Expendables back in 2010, and since then, the series has just kept growing. We're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Jason Statham, Jet Li, and even Wesley Snipes jumping on board. Expendables 4 hit theaters in September 2023, and with a cast as big and impressive as ever, it's got us all buzzing about what could be next. The Expendables 5 would pick up where the fourth one leaves off, but hey, details are pretty scarce until we see what happens in Expendables 4. That said, it's safe to say the franchise isn't ending anytime soon. But here's a thought. With so many new action stars rising up from the 90s to today, maybe it's time for Hollywood to bring in some fresh faces to keep things exciting for Stallone and the gang. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan, the man, the myth, the legend. This guy's a true icon in the world of action movies with over 100 films under his belt, most of them packed with jaw-dropping stunts that he does himself. Seriously, he's an international treasure. Now, we've already got Jet Li in the Expendables franchise, but fans are still holding out hope for Jackie Chan to join the party. Sure, scheduling can be a pain, but imagine the excitement if Chan's busy schedule ever cleared up enough for him to jump on board. Even at 69 years old, audiences would line up around the block to see him defy the laws of physics once again. And hey, how cool would it be to see Jackie Chan play a villain in the Expendables 5? I mean, just the thought of him as the bad guy is enough to give the team a run for their money. If anyone can pull it off, it's Jackie Chan. Pedro Pascal. This guy's on fire in Hollywood right now, and it's not hard to see why. He's got this charm that just draws you in, and his talent is off the charts. From Game of Thrones to The Mandalorian to his recent stint in The Last of Us adaptation, he's been knocking it out of the park. Now, imagine him in the Expendables 5. Talk about a powerhouse addition. Pascal's got this commanding presence on screen, and his acting range is seriously impressive. Whether he's playing the hero, the villain, or something in between, he nails it every time. Plus, with a fan base as devoted as his, you know people would be lining up to see him in action. Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, he might not be hitting the big screen anytime soon, but he's definitely making waves in the world of professional boxing. Bud's got an impressive record, 40 wins, with a whopping 39 of those by knockout and not a single loss to his name. The guy's from Omaha, Nebraska, and he's sitting pretty at the top of the pound-for-pound rankings at 36 years old. And you know what? He's showing no signs of slowing down. Now, we've seen athletes dip their toes into acting before, with varying degrees of success. But hey, it's not uncommon for them to make it work. Look at folks like Randy Couture and Victor Ortiz. They've shown that fighters can hold their own in front of the camera. Stallone's already shown he's willing to bring in veterans from the fight game for his projects, so why not Bud? Sure, there's always the worry about injuries derailing a career, especially for someone like Bud, who's at the top of his game. But right now, he's kicking back after a huge win in July, so if filming for the Expendables 5 were to kick off soon, who knows? We might just see Bud Crawford stepping into the action alongside Stallone and his crew. Saul Canelo Alvarez. Let's talk about Canelo, aka Santos Saul Alvarez Barragan. This guy's a legend in the boxing world, no doubt about it. He's been fighting professionally since he was just 15, back in 2005. And he's racked up an incredible record since then. We're talking 59 wins, with 39 of those by knockout, plus 2 losses and 2 draws. The man's got guts and talent in spades. Now, you might remember seeing Canelo in a brief role in MGM's Creed 3, essentially playing himself. But he's also popped up in a Tecate light beer commercial alongside none other than the Italian stallion himself. Pretty cool, right? So imagine if Canelo got the call to join the Expendables 5. It'd be a neat nod back to that Tecate commercial, especially since both he and Stallone have achieved even more since then. And here's the thing. Canelo, just like Bud Crawford, would bring some serious authenticity to the table. These guys don't need a million takes to make their action scenes look real. They're the real deal. And hey, if Randy Couture's success in the franchise is anything to go by, it's clear that combat athletes and the Expendables are a match made in action-packed heaven. Nicolas Cage. Let's talk about Nick Cage. Now, his involvement in the Expendables 5 might raise a few eyebrows, but honestly, he's a perfect fit for the franchise. Cage is like the Swiss Army knife of actors. He can tackle any role and make it his own. And let's be real, he's got this knack for turning even the most ordinary material into something totally off the wall and memorable. And when it comes to action, Cage is no stranger. I mean, we're talking about the guy who gave us Con Air, Face Off, Gone in 60 Seconds, the Ghost Rider movies, and Kick-Ass. He knows how to bring that wacky charm to the table, and audiences eat it up. Keanu Reeves. This guy's practically a living legend in Hollywood, and he's earned that title through years of hard work and dedication to his craft. Sure, he's faced some criticism for his acting style, but he's also got one of the most devoted fan bases out there who've stuck by him through thick and thin. Now, when you think of Keanu, you probably think of The Matrix and John Wick, right? But let's not forget his roles in 90s classics like Point Break and Speed. The guy's not afraid to get physical and take on some seriously demanding roles. And while Keanu's known for playing the hero, it could be a blast to see him switch things up and tackle a villainous role in the Expendables 5. I mean, who wouldn't want to see a different side of this beloved star? It'd be a real treat for fans and critics alike. Michael B. Jordan. This guy's journey in the acting world is pretty impressive. He started with a tiny cameo on The Sopranos back in '99, and since then, he's worked his way up to becoming a powerhouse in Hollywood. From gritty dramas like The Wire and Friday Night Lights to big blockbusters like the Creed franchise and Black Panther, Jordan's shown he can handle any role thrown his way in style. Now, imagine him joining the Expendables 5. It would be a total win for the franchise. With Jordan on board, you know the movie would rake in some serious cash. Plus, let's be real, he's got A-list written all over him. He could even lead the whole franchise if he wanted to. Well, that's it for today. Which actor are you most excited to see potentially join the Expendables 5? Is it the legendary Jackie Chan, the charismatic Pedro Pascal, the unstoppable Michael B. Jordan, or someone else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates. Until next time, stay tuned for more action-packed content. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.